Obviously not the result that we wanted, but I'm so proud of our team. I thought our team exemplified the heart and the fight and the grit that these two seniors sitting beside me have. We had a horrendous first quarter, and it's really difficult to spot a team, 16 points, especially as good as Morehead is. But I thought outside the first quarter, I thought our kids played as hard as they possibly could have. We still didn't shoot the ball extremely well. We shot at 17% in the third quarter and only lost the third quarter by 3 points. Won the second and just absolutely came alive in the fourth. And so just very, very proud of them. I think this is a game that we can build on. Morehead has given us problems. They're a very difficult matchup for us, but I thought the second half we started to figure it out, and we've got to take this into this next week, because this next week is really important, and then obviously into the OVC tournament.
Questions, Coach? I feel like play around the basket in the paint area played a lot tonight on both ends of the floor. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we gave them too many offensive boards. There's no question about that. We had at halftime we had given them 12 offensive boards, and I think the stats sheet said they had 12 points off those offensive boards, but it felt like a whole lot more. So I thought the first half offensive boards and then turnovers. I think we had 9 turnovers at halftime, which led to a lot of their transition points. But I thought we cleaned that up. In the second half, and then second half we only had 3 turnovers, and we started to, while we didn't light it up in the third, we only scored 15 points in the third quarter. We didn't let that affect us on the defensive end, and we were still getting stops. But when you shoot 17% in the third, you're not going to score a whole lot of points. And so, but I thought we found ourselves a little bit in the fourth quarter, and we've got to take that and build on it.
What was the main factor in making that comeback there?
Well, I thought our kids just believed that we could win, and I thought we finally started to get stops, and then finally started to hit some shots on the offensive end. We shot 64%, and actually started making some threes. We were 4 of 8 from 3 in the fourth quarter at 50%. Up until that point, I think we were 2 of 13. And so, we're a team that likes to shoot the 3 and likes to get to the free throw line, and we started doing both of those things. So Morehead is not a team that you're going to hold down in the 50s, so you have to score. You have to score to be. You're not going to hold them down to that and beat them. You've got to be able to score. And I thought we started getting some offensive production, and then our defense fed off that, and then we started to cut the lead. And I thought they started to hold the ball, trying to run some time off the clock, and then we started getting stops, and then we started coming down and executing and converting quickly, and just started chopping that lead down. And our kids just kept fighting.
Other than Belmont, these girls have given y'all the most trouble.
No question.
If you had to face them again in the OVC tournament, how do you feel about having to play them again?
Look, I've said this all year. I don't think there's anybody in this league that we can't beat. But when we play at the level that we're capable of playing, and when everybody does their job. But when we're not doing our jobs and we're not playing at the level that we're capable of playing, anybody in the league can beat us. And we've shown both. We've beat Belmont at Belmont. We've beat UT Martin at UT Martin. Nobody in this league has done both of those things. But then we've also had some disappointing losses where we didn't play our best. But there's no question, Morehead is a very, very good team. But I have hesitated to say much about us this year, because I'm a process person, and you want to stay in the process. But we're a good basketball team. We are a good basketball team, and we are capable on any given night of beating anybody in this league. So I'm not. It's not about who we play. It's about how we play.
Lacy, what was it like playing against those bigs down there? They seemed to be giving you a lot of trouble early on, but you kind of figured it out towards the end.
Well, we knew coming into this game that we had to take their offensive rebounding away, and I think we lost sight of that. In the first half, we were helping too much on the guards drive, getting out of position, not going after the rebound after we had made contact. But I think once we adjusted after halftime, we came out and we were ready to play.
And then both of y'all, I guess, what was it like playing tonight on senior night? How was that for you all?
Honestly, it feels like any other night a little bit because this isn't our last game.
Yeah.
We're going into postseason, so we're really excited about the future, and there's no one else I'd rather be a senior with.
What about you, Kentoria?
Same as Lacy. We got a lot more to go.
Coach, talk about how important these two ladies have been.
Exactly. Yeah. I just I'll try not to get choked up. They know I coach passionately, and that carries off the floor. I coach them hard, but I love them hard. And I'm not gonna get choked up because, like Lacy said, this isn't it. You know, it feels very. Obviously, senior night feels very different this year than it did last year. And what was really cool, we had both of our seniors from last year in that locker room with us tonight, Octavia Hickson and Asia Harper. And I think it just speaks to what we're building here and what Shug and Asia helped us start to build, what these guys have helped us just elevate to another level. You know, but you can have any coaching staff you want, but if the players don't buy in to what that coaching staff is doing, it's not going to work. And these guys are bought in fully. You know, one of the things that we talked about going into this year, you know, we had a leadership gap. Our leaders graduated, especially Shug. And so who was going to step up and lead? And these guys have just grown into tremendous leaders. And it's because they do things the right way. They don't expect to be handed anything. They've worked for everything that they've gotten, and they love their teammates. Everything that our culture is about, team first, accountability, positive attitude, respect, relentless effort, competing in all you do. I mean, they're the poster child for that. And so while I am disappointed that we couldn't get the win for them tonight, I am so thankful that this isn't the end of the road with these guys, because I want to keep coaching them as long as I can. We don't want this ride to end, this journey to end, and we want to send them out doing some things that hadn't been done here in a long time. And I think this team is very, very capable of that.